Hey, so you can see me cueing you with my fingers. I am moving my eyes various directions as well. I have never done EMDR therapy. A few years ago, when I was working with a psychiatrist because I was crazy over medicated on postpartum meds, and I was asking them to sign me up for EMDR, and there was always promises, and it's pretty much a representation of the mainstream medical system to me, like hollow promises. I was shuffled around to 3 different psychiatrists in the short amount of time I was with them, just over a couple of years. I knew I wanted to be weaned off the medication, and I knew I didn't need pills. I needed rest, and I needed my organs to stop failing. So I've never done EMDR, but I am pretty sure that what I'm doing with my eyes is along the same lines of basically rapid eye movement to help my brain take in sensory information from my surroundings and realize it's safe. And then while I'm doing that, old memories can come up, and I can look at them and I can figure out what here is truth and what might be distorted. How old was I? How young was I? Was I misinterpreting perhaps what the other person was doing or saying or meaning? Or, a lot of stuff I'm realizing from my own early childhood years are probably misrememberings or misinterpretations. Because as kids, we don't understand adult problems. We just presume everything is our fault. And I know that now experientially because I am a mother. So trying to get that left rotator cuff on the back side, like teres major, teres minor area, to let go. You can see my body's asking for some hops, which was amazing to feel today because my left shin has been bothering me literally since August 17th, and today's August 1. It's been almost a full year. And I've been so fruitful the last couple of weeks in my unwinding that I can do some impact pain-free. So it was pretty joyous for me because, we got to celebrate those small victories. So you can see my body is asking to get into some extension with a little bit of back bending. I'm showing you my mouth is open to remind you tongue in the palate is important. Y'all, if you can't get your tongue behind your front teeth, where you make the N sound, if you can't get your tongue there and then kind of suction the rest up between your molars, you probably want to leave a comment to me and have a conversation about airway health and professionals in your city, because if you can't get your tongue in the palate, which most of us are not being educated on, I know I wasn't, and I had a Bachelor of Science in kinesiology, which is the human body in motion, anatomy, physiology with a minor in psychology. And I was 39 when I found out I was tongue-tied, and I thought, WTF, I've been to dentists my whole life. What are we even doing with healthcare? So I show you from time to time my mouth is open because I'm reminding myself and y'all to keep the tongue up so that you can breathe properly. If you can't breathe with your tongue in your palate, then you're going to be mouth breathing and you're not going to be getting nitric oxide. And that is the number 1 vasodilator. Why is that important? It helps our heart pump blood more effectively, efficiently when the veins and arteries are wide open versus contracted. So here I'm up on my toes. My body is asking to unwind. My neck is moving. My right arm is reaching behind me. My calf is asking for a little bit of dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. That's just moving back and forth between the heel coming up and down. I'm healing my hips here. Y'all, I do not have a dance background, so don't come at me. I don't have any choreograph experience other than the fitnessy style from when I taught hot yoga and hot Pilates for 3 years at the studio that I owned. And I'm breaking away from like the reps and the sets and the doing the same thing side to side. I just freestyle now. I am teaching an event here in the Houston suburbs August 8th. If you'd like to come move and groove with me in person with really kick-ass playlists and other people who just want to heal, the less exercise and yoga experience you have, the better, because that means we have less deprogramming to do on you, okay? I just want you to be able to move your body without thinking it's supposed to look a certain way because the world has told you that. You can see I move my legs in a lot of spirals now. It's because for the first 42 years of my life, I moved very linearly. And now that I'm healing so deeply, I'm able to identify my body as one of my parts, my mind as one of my parts, I'm guessing soul, and my spirit as the third part. That's the part of me that is plasma, the spark of God. Don't come at me if you don't believe in higher power. It's all good. You can keep those comments to yourself, but I really do believe it. And I also believe in the power of belief. And so because I have believed from day one that I'm going to be healed fully, all my organs, including my brain and my heart, not just my muscles, not just my tendons and ligaments, like I'm going to be healed wholly. I think that's why I'm healing so well. So I encourage you, be optimistic about it. But yeah, I move in spirals a lot because it's like my body's just asking to get expansive. And ladies, that is our nature, but nobody normalizes it. Our hips are literally wider than our male counterparts. They are broad left to right so that we can pass our offspring through the birth canal. So because of that, the line of pull from our hips to our knees to our ankles is much different than males. That's why a lot of young female athletes injure their knees because of what's called valgus forces. When the knee caves in without the body being able to control it well, it's just a really at-risk position for the body. But after a lifetime of working in injury prevention, I started out of university strength coaching to high-performance athletes. We're talking national level Olympians who are on a regular cycle of training and competing. And I now wish that I had trained all the people that I have over the last couple of decades. I wish I trained the women to move more in spirals like this, because I'm getting literally bigger in my rib cage, my pelvis, my feet. Next is my cranium, my skull bones are literally moving, and I'm not special. Y'all can do this. I am doing my own amount of deprogramming from beliefs I have had from my career and what the world tells me a female body should look like. And that's kind of why I'm here posting, because when I posted a little bit to my Facebook and what I wear to hot yoga, the internet got mad. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a 7-year-old white dude, I am not posting for you. I don't care if you want to judge me, you think what I'm doing looks weird. First of all, I've used exercise as medicine my entire life and my entire career. So what I have been posting to Facebook is exactly what I was doing in a yoga studio 3 years ago. But the reason I move more in spirals now is because my body's asking for it, and it's deeply healing. And by golly, now that I'm tongue-tied and dropping some of the trauma tension from my whole body, not getting enough airflow my whole life, I can actually spiral better and easier. So I do it because my body's learning how to remap itself in space. My brain, the supercomputer, wants to know where my limbs are, and it's figuring out where they are through movement. So I really think you can do this, guys and gals. Ladies, I think it's extremely important for us because it helps us drop some of the tension in our hips. We store, you may have heard, but we store a lot of trauma there. We store a lot of sexual shame there. We store a lot of ego. Our first 3 energy centers low in our body are stuck in fear and judgment and criticism. So if you notice that in your personality and you want to change it, start moving in spirals and freaking crank the music, okay? This 10-minute playlist, you can rewind it, crank HardFought Hallelujah by Jelly Roll. He screams out, I'm going to keep singing until my soul catches up with my song. There's days when praise comes out easy, and I'll bring my heartfelt, hard-fought hallelujah. Just, heck yes, I will. I've been through some really freaking hard times, and hallelujah, I'm still here. I'm not dead, because I really thought I would be. And then the next song on this playlist, if you replay it and you want to crank some tunes, here I'm moving to Broken Halos by Stapleton. He says, don't go asking Jesus why. We're not meant to know the answers, but you can be curious about your own body. Start moving and grooving. Yeah? Next clip coming up.